Hello and welcome back to the QGIS Geomapping Masterclass, a free course offered by the Geo RGB community. This is the third lesson of the course, and today the topic is digitizing geological context using the free and open source software QGIS. I am Marcel, a hydrogeologist, and I'm the main instructor of this course. Let's start. In the previous video tutorial, we already downloaded all the maps that we need to create the geological map. These maps were the topographic raster map, that is the one you can see on the screen, the ortho image, but also we downloaded the vector file associated with the topography. As you can see, now we can add some entities from this layer. Then if you want to replicate this exercise, you can go to the Cartographic and Geological Institute of Catalonia and download all these maps. However, what you are not going to get is the fieldwork associated with the geology map that was created by myself. Then if you want to get this map, you can go to the Geo RGB community website at gscourse.online, get enrolled at the course, start learning, then go to the second lesson, select the second lesson, and here at the bottom you have exercise files. Just click this button to download the map. Now I'm going to add this file to the third lesson, then I'm going to cut from here, and I'm going to put here at the third lesson. Another thing I want to do is to change here the sim. I don't like the black one. Then I'm going to go to Settings, Options, and here for the interface sim, I'm going to add the default one. Then OK. And now I'm going to close the software, and I'm going to restart again to have the new sim, and also I'm going to create a new project. Because at the moment, I'm not going to use these layers and these vector files. I'm going to use just the geological map, and I don't want to have too many information in the panels. Then I'm going to close this one, discard, and I'm going to open again QGIS. Going to open this version. Now we have the default sim version, and I'm going to add the map I already downloaded from the Geo RGB community website. Is this one over here? Open, add, and close.
Are you still using spreadsheets for soil and groundwater analysis? If so, it's like you're operating with technology from the Mesozoic era. In that case, you're basically a dinosaur in the digital age. Are you ready to step into the AI era and leverage cutting-edge tech? It might be the perfect moment to explore Geo RGB's revolutionary tool for lab sample analysis. This online application is a game-changer, streamlining your process to slash hours and manpower in report generation, while dramatically cutting down on human error in data analysis. Simplify your workflow with technology designed to make your job easier. Discover how simple it is to elevate your lab analysis game. Click the link in the video description or head over to the Geo RGB community website at gscourse.online. Navigate to the Geoscience Apps section, select GeoSample Pro Analyzer, and dive into our easy-to-follow tutorial video. Your journey to smarter lab work begins here.
Now we are going to start with the digitization of the geological context. To do that one, we need to use a vector files. But we have a couple of options. We can use the shapefile, that is the traditional way to do that one, or we can do with a database. With a database that in this case is the Geo package, and that's the new way to do the things. Then in this exercise, what we're going to do is to use the Geo package, because the Geo package has a lot of advantage compared with the shapefiles. Then let's go to see some of those advantages. I created a PDF and now I'm going to read for you. The limitations of the shapefiles. First, multiple file requirements. Shapefiles necessitate managing multiple files for a single dataset, complicating data organization. What it means? When we create a shapefile, for example, let me load the map area. Is a shapefile that we created at the previous lesson to designate what is going to be the area where we are going to create the map. Then let's go here. It's going to be a vector file. That file, it was in lesson 2. We added here in shapefiles, and it was this one over here, map area. Open, add, and close. Then to create this information, this entity that is a rectangle, to designate the area where we are going to do the geological map, it requires to have different files. As you can see, if we go here to shapefiles, for that rectangle, we need from here to here, all these files. In this case, is 6 files. And that's what it is saying, right? Multiple files for just one single data set. Then, after adding a lot of information of a lot of layers of shapefiles for one project, then this list of files here is going to increase and increase and increase. And at the end, we are going to have a lot of files for just single entities on the map. And that's a lot of information. And sometimes to organize all that information could be really complicated. And that's what that point is saying. Then if we move on to the second one, we can say the limited data type support, restricted to vector data. Shapefiles exclude essential raster or tile data types. What it means? Well, in other words, when we have a vector file like this one, we cannot add any information inside this file related to the raster file. That's a big limitation. And that's what the second point is saying. Then the third point, the size constraints. A 2 GB maximum file size can hinder the management of a large-scale project. The fourth point, reduce precision. Shapefiles offer less geographic coordinates precision, impacting data accuracy. Fifth, attribute name restrictions. The 10-character limit for attribute names can lead to confusing abbreviations. This limitation used to be associated with this file over here, this one, that is for the names of the attribute tables, but with the current software, there is not that limitation. Then you can use more than 10 characters, but it's interesting to mention that one, that in the all files, it happens, right? The last one, lack of SQL transition support. Without SQL transition, data integrity is at risk during editing processes. Now, let's go to see the advantages of the GeoPackages. First, single file format. GeoPackages consolidate data into one file, streamlining data management and exchange. It means here, remember that we have in our example 6 files for just one spatial entity. Here, it doesn't longer happen. We have just one file for everything. Then the second one, versatile data type support, supporting vector, raster, and tile data. GeoPackages accommodate a wider range of analysis needs. It means that in this case, we can have vector and also raster inside of the same file. We can add all that information like just as a package, right? With the shapefile, we cannot do that one. The third one, no size limitations. The absence of restrictive size limits allows for handling larger datasets with ease. The fourth, enhanced precision. Greater precision in geographic coordinates ensure more accurate data representation. Fifth, extended attribute names. Longer, more descriptive attribute names enhance data clarity and interpretation. Sixth, open standards compliance. As an OGC standardized format, GeoPackages guarantee broad compatibility and longevity. 7. Data integrity and SQL support. SQL transition capabilities and GeoPackages enhance data security and editing efficiency. And the last one, comprehensive metadata storage. The ability to integrate extensive metadata improves data documentation and understanding. At the end, GeoPackages offer significant advantage in terms of data management, accuracy, and flexibility. And that's the reason because in our case, we're going to use the GeoPackage for digitizing the geological context. To create the database, just click right on GeoPackage and create database. Then here, put a name for your database and select where you want to save that database. In my case, I'm going to save in the lesson 3, and I'm going to put the name Geology. Make sure that you have selected the GeoPackage over here for save as a type, then save. Then that's the name for the first type of file that we are going to create inside of the database. We cannot create a database that is totally empty. We need to add one file inside of the database to be created. Then in this case, our file is going to be the geology. Then the second thing that we're going to add is add the geometry for this file over here. And the geometry in this case could be this one. It doesn't matter at the beginning because later we can remove this file from the database. But at the moment we have to add something. The coordinates for this one is going to be the same as the geology map. Is this one over here at the bottom for this map over here. Then the code is 25831. That's the coordinates for this project. Now we don't need to add anything else. The database is going to be created. As you can see, now we have this option over here, and when we expand, we can see the database is this one. And inside this database, we have this file that is the geology one. That is a vector file that we created with a geometry that is a line. Now we are going to add another file inside this database. That is going to be the geology contacts. Then to do that one, right-click on the database, and here what we are going to add is new table. Then press on new table, put a name over here that is going to be the geology contacts. For this one, we are going to add a field that is going to be the type of the contact. I'm going to put here contact. That is going to be just a column in the attribute table. Then here we can select what kind of data we want for this name. In this case, it's going to be just text. And then we are going to add the geometry. That is going to be a line string. We are going to add the coordinates, same as before, 25831. OK. And OK. Now, as you can see, we have two different files inside this database. We have the geology one, that is the one that we created at the beginning to create the database, and the new file that is the geology contacts. We are going to use that file to do the digitation of the geology contacts. Also here we can check what kind of information we have inside of these files. For example, for the geology, if we expand over here, we're going to see this icon that is saying fields, and if we expand this one, we can see that in the geology one, in this vector file, we have just one field that is the fit. And if we expand the other one, the geology contacts, we are going to see the same fields, and inside fields we have two different fields. We have the fit and the contact. The contact is the one that we created. Now we can minimize this one and also indicate that when we created the database, and we created this file was automatically loaded on this panel over here, as you can see, this one. But now we can remove this one because we are not going to use it. As you can see, we have two different vector files inside this database. But if we go to check this database in our folder, is this database. But for this database, as you can see, we have just one document. Then we have all the information inside this document, but we cannot see the information inside the document. The only way to see the information is using this interface. Here we can see the database, and we can see that we have these two files inside. Now what we are going to do is to add the raster image inside this database. How to do that one? Then go to the raster map, that in this case is this map over here, the geology one that we created at the field. Then click the right button or your mouse, go to export, save as. Here make sure you select GeoPackage, and here in field name you have to select your database. In this case, lesson 3 is this one. Select this one, save. Select the name that you want to put in this raster file, that in my case is going to be the geology map. The coordinates is good, and the other things are okay also. Then okay. Now we have to leave the software to export this raster file inside our database. As you can see, we have a progress bar over here. Now the task has been completed, but as you can see, we cannot see here the raster inside. Even if we refresh this one, we cannot see anything. Then what we are going to do is save our project. Remember that to save the project, you have to go to project, save as, add a name, and that's it. I did already. And now I press the button to save, then close. We have to open again QGIS. Is this one over here. Select this one. And now if we go to our database in GeoPackage, you are going to see that geology map is already inside. It means that now we have these 3 documents inside of this file over here. Then if you want to share your project with someone, the only thing you have to send them is this document. With this document, they are going to have all the information that you have inside the database. They just send that document and they can open the project in QGIS, and they are going to have the same information that you have, because what you are sending is a document with a database, okay? That's because in this document, we added here streamlining data management and exchange, because it's very easy to exchange the information with other people because you are sending just one document, right? And that's very interesting. Now let's go to see how we can organize the information that we have in our database in this panel over here. First, I'm going to remove all these layers. Also this one. I'm going to use this one, add a group, and we are going to add 2 groups, one for raster and another one for vector file. The one at the top is going to be the vector file. Going to add just vector. And for the other one, I'm going to add raster. Then here, if you go to the database, you can select a document, add to the project. But we don't want to add this one, we want to add the contact one. Then add to the project, and this one is going to be inside the vector group. And for the raster, we are going to do the same. Add to the project, and this one is going to be inside the raster group over here. Then now we have the vector files here, and we have the raster files here. And also the geology one, we are not going to use this one. Then we can remove it from the database. How to do that one? Just select the file, click right on your mouse, and here go to Manage, delay layer geology. Yes. And yes. And that's it. Now we have our database just with these two files. That is the ones that we needed at the moment. To do the digitization of the contacts, we are going to use just lines. That's because the geometry of this field that we created, the geometry is a line, okay? Because we are going to use lines. We are not going to use polygons. Then, to do that one, we are going to select the geology contact, and we are going to activate the edition, just pressing this option over here. Then we are going to select the line, and here we are going to select the curve, digitizing with curve. We can do digitizing with segment or digitizing with curve. As most of our lines that we are going to digitize are going to be curves, we need to that option. Then another thing that we need is to activate the toolbar associated with the snapping. Then go here, toolbars, and we are looking for this one, snapping toolbar. Select is this toolbar over here, and we are going to select this option over here, enable snapping. Select this one, and here we are going to select the option vertex, because what we want is to connect all the vertex. We are not going to connect vertex with a segment. We are going to connect vertex with a vertex. That is very important in order to avoid any topological problem when we are doing the polygonization of our digitations, okay? Then let's go to see what it means. Now we have selected the line, we selected the curve, and now we are ready to do the digitation. First, let's go to do this one. Then, as we are going to connect just vertex, no segments, when you have any intersection between lines, we are going to stop there, okay? Then the digitation is going to be first from here. Then we can digitize all this feature over here. I'm not going to tell you how to use this tool, just practice a little bit. Sometimes it's not really intuitive, but it's just practice, okay? Then as here we have another intersection, then we are going to stop here. Then click right on your mouse, and here this contact is going to be the discordant contact. Then we are going to add that name like this, and okay. We have that option because we added here at the field, right? At the field we add contact, and then when we finish the edition, appears to fill that field, right? If we didn't add that field, it's not going to appear that option. Then as you can see, let me change the color for this one because it's not pretty visible. Properties. Going to put here a black color, for example. Apply, and okay. Now the line is more visible. As you can see, there is an intersection here, then we finish. And as we mark the snapping tool over here for the segment, when we get for the vertex, when we are close to the vertex, appear this pin square on the vertex, okay? It happens also over here. Then to do the next segment is going to be from here to here, because here we have another intersection. Then we can start the next one. Then again, we are going to select the line and the curve. Then, as we have the snapping tool activated, it is selected automatically, okay? Then we have to start over here. Then click here and start the digitation of the next segment. Again, this one is going to be the end. because we have another intersection. Then click this one, click on the right, and add the name. In this case, the contact again is a discordant one. Okay. Now we already edit two segments, this one and this one. Now we are going to edit this one over here. I know it's a discordant contact because the line I created here when I was doing the geology map at the field, right? And here for this one, for example, I know this one is a reverse fault. Now I'm going to digitize this one. Again, it is, the vertex are automatically marked because I have the snapping tool. Then start here. I'll go to this way. And over here is going to be the end. Then double click. Click right on your mouse. And this one is going to be a reverse fault. Okay. Let's go imagine that you don't like how you digitize this line and you want to make any modification. You want to move just a vertex. Okay. Then you can select this option over here. Click. Select the line. It's going to be this feature over here. And then you can see over here, select this one again. You can see the points that you can move. For example, this one. You can see these circles over here. Then you can move that vertex. For example, I want to move this one. I take this vertex, click on the vertex, and I can move it. I can put here, for example, if I want, or I can put over here again. But also, if you make a double click on the line, you are going to create a new vertex. For example, over here, double click. And I have already a new vertex over here to be moved. Then I can select this vertex and move it over here. Oh, I'm going to move again to the same point as before. Then it's like you can make modifications on the line that you already digitize. Now, the next step is to save the work that we already did. Then, as you know, we already digitized 3 lines. This one, and this one. If we want to save this one, then click on the pencil again. And it's going to say, you want to save? Yes. And now you have the entities that you digitize are already saved inside this file, inside of our database. Now, if you go to the vector file and open the attribute table of this vector file, you are going to see that we have 3 different entities. That's the entities that we digitize. 2 discordant contacts and 1 reverse fault. Is these 3 things that we created over here. This one is the discordant content, and the reverse fault. The next thing we can do is categorize these spatial entities. To do that one, we go to the vector file, go to properties, go to Symbology, and here at the top, select categorize. Select this option, categorize according to the value. Then we are going to select here the type of contact and then press classify. And that's the 2 categories that we have, discordant contact and reverse fault. Then if we apply, that options are going to appear at the panel, as you can see over here. Here in symbol, we can change also some characteristics related with the line. If you click on the right on your mouse, you can change the color. We can add this color, for example, and also we can change the width of the line. Here we can add the 3. Okay. And apply. And we can close. Now, if we take this option to just not select any line, because now it's selected the one with the yellow color. Now, if we take the map on the bottom, you can see that now for reverse fault, we have the green color, and for discordant contact, we have the purple color. But as you know, this kind of symbology, it's not adequate for a geology map. We need a different kind of symbology. Then to get the symbology that we need for the map, we are going to download some folders. Then these folders are in the, let me refresh this one. If you go to the third lesson, you are going to see that I already loaded 2 folders over here, this one and this one. This one is for the symbology of the maps. Then what we have to do is just to download these folders. First, I'm going to download this one, show in folder. I'm going to cut this one here. And I'm going to create a new folder here at the lesson number 3. That is going to be the symbology. And I'm going to paste, oh sorry, I have already. Have the folder already here with the 2 files. Then that's what you have to do. It's just download the files, this one and this one, create a folder as I did. And then I'm going to extract these 2 folders over here. Then click here, extract here. But I'm going to put inside of a folder better. Folder is going to be this one. And I'm going to put all these ones inside. And from here to here, also inside of this one. And I'm going to create a folder for the other one. GSY. And I'm going to put this one inside here. And now I'm going to extract this one here. That's it. Now we have the 2 folders over here. And now I'm going to add these links to the QGIS. How to do that one? Then go to QGIS, go to settings, go to options here. And what we want is to go to system, and we are going to add the SVG paths. Then click here and select that folders. Number 3, symbology. This one is this one here. Select. And I'm going to do the same for the other one. Go here. Number 3. It's going to be this one, and it's this one. Is the one we have the SVG, okay? Select folder. And okay, we need to import new symbology to QGIS because the symbology that we have by default in QGIS is very small, and we don't have enough elements or enough symbology to be adequate for our geological map. For example, if you go here, go to edit symbol, you are going to see that the symbology that we have is very poor. There is almost nothing, right? You can see here color. It's just a very few lines with different colors, and that's it. No, not that much. You see, it's very, very poor. And we need a lot of specific symbology for creating a geological map. For topology, we have these symbols. That is not that much. Now we need to restart QGIS again in order to the software use these 2 new links. Then okay, we are going to save, close, and now we are going to restart that one again. Now we can open the project. And we have to do one more thing. Then go to settings again and go to style manager. But also you can access through here, right? Then here go to import export, select import, and then we have to go to the folders. In this case, lesson 3, symbology. We are going to start with this one. And then we have to add all these files one by one, because I don't believe we can do all together, right? No. Then the first is going to be contact, open, select all, and import. Just to all. Now we can go to check this one, and all the new symbology is already added. Let's go to do the same for the next file. In this case, it's going to be found. Open, select all, and import. Just to all. And now we have the files here. All the symbology associated with the files. The next one, the same, but in this case, is going to be the default. We are going to do the same. Select all, import, just to all. And now we have the files over there, as you can see. Let's go to do the same for the next one. For the joint, open, select all, import, just to all. And for the last one, that is going to be the topographic. Open, select all, import, just to all. And now we're going to do the same, but for the other folder. Then import, go here. Symbology is this folder. Open this one, and it's this document. It's the one XML, okay? Open. There we go. Now select all, importing, just to all. And now we are ready to use all this new symbology. For example, now we will go again here. Edit symbol. Now you can add to the line all this type of symbology. You can select over here. You can put all symbols. Now you can use the one you need for your geological project, as you can see. Now we have a lot. Now we can add the one we want for discordant contact. I'm going to use this one at the moment. Then, okay. And now every time I'm putting on the field discordant contact, automatically is going to appear this kind of symbology. But I can make even the line more thick, because let me see over here, for example, number 2. Okay. Now it's better, I believe. You can see better. And now also I'm going to change the symbology for the reverse fault. Then go here, edit symbol, and I'm going to look for one is the adequate. In this case, could be this one. Okay. And now we have the reverse fault, as you can see over there. Now let's go to digitize a little bit more segments. Then again, press the pencil. Well, you have to select the layer, press the pencil, go to the line, and select here the curve. Then let's go to do this one. This one goes from here to here, because here we have another intersection. I don't know what I did. Oh, sorry. Curve. Double click to finish. Oops, I make a mistake here. Cancel. Then again. And this one is going to be discordant contact. If you make a mistake when you are writing this sentence over here, you are going to see that the symbol doesn't appear, because this symbol, this one, is going to appear when you put exactly discordant contact like this one. Look at, because it's very important to put the capital letter at the beginning of each word. As you can see, now we have the symbology over there. Now we can digitize another contact. We can do, for example, the big one. This one goes from here. It's going to cover all this area to here when we have the intersection. Let's go to make this one. And also is going to be a discordant contact because the relation between this unit and this unit is a discordant one. Then let's go to start this one. But I'm going to pass the video faster because this one is a big one. It's important at the end to connect the vertex with the vertex, okay? Double click and finish and discordant contact. Okay, and that's it. Then if you take this one, you are going to see that now we have the new contact created. As I said previously, when you have something that you don't like it, you can change that one. Remember that we can press this option over here, select the line, and then we can make some modifications here. This line is not pretty nice. Then we can select some points over here. Sorry, I have to select this option again. And we can delete these ones. Just press the button delete on your keyboard, and then we deleted all that ones. Then we can see if now it's better or not. We didn't make very nice digitation in this case, right? But I did something very fast. Then you can take more time to do the things better. Okay, that's up to you. And then I'm going to leave this one like that. I know it's not the best, but you know, I don't want to spend too much time doing the digitation of the things. Then we can take this one and we can save again the things that we are doing. It's good. It's a very good habit, you know, to save the things from time to time, just to avoid if something happens to lose all the things that you did before, right? Then save, and that's it. Now, if you go to the attribute table, you are going to see that now we have all these new elements that we created, right? Now let's go to do more things. I'm going to do, for example, this segment from here to here, this segment from here to here, and I'm going to do this truss file over here. And let's go to see how we can modify this line to make this triangle in a red color. Then again, I'm going to select this layer, edit, select the line, select the curve, it's by default. Then I'm going to select the vertex over here, and I'm going to make the new line over here. This one is going to be until here. Double click to finish, and it's a discordant contact. I'm going to make a mistake here in purpose to see what happened. Okay, and okay. And as you can see, now we cannot see the symbology because this one has a wrong name. If you go here to the attribute tables, let me save this one. Save. If you go to the attribute tables, you can see that here we make a mistake. What happened that when you have a lot of entities on this file, it's difficult to see where you make the mistake, right? But then if you go here, properties, then here classify again to see all the categories that you have, you are going to see that now we have a new category, that is this one. But this one is a mistake. We didn't write properly the name, right? Then we have to modify that one. Then cancel. I'm going to go here, go to the attribute table, and then we can edit the attribute table here. Press the pencil and edit the entity that you want to modify. In this case is this one. And I'm going to put the letter C, save, close, and now you are going to see that now you have the symbology for this entity. Also, if you go here to properties, classify, you're going to see that no one new category is added over here. Then we can remove this one if you want. Apply and OK. Now let's go to move on to the next entity that is going to be from here to here, because here we have an intersection and here we have an intersection. Then pencil again, this one appears by default, and we want to go from here to the next vertex. That is going to be this one. Double click to finish, and this one is going to be also a discordant contact. Okay, and that's good. And now the point is, we can create this line from here to here, or from here to here. If you are creating the line from here to here, then the triangle for the reverse fault is going to appear in this side of the line. And if you are doing from here to here, it's going to appear in this side. Let's go to do from here to here to see what happens. This one is going to be a fossilized reverse fault. Okay? This one doesn't appear because we didn't add it on the categories. Then let me save this one. Go here, go to properties, go here, classify, and now we have this one over here. Then apply and OK. Now you can see it. But there is no symbology because we didn't add anything. Then let's go to add the symbology for this one. Here, edit symbol. And it's going to be, as you can see, there is no faults with red color, right? Then we have to go to this one. The same as before. We're going to add the black one, this one. But we have to edit this one with a red color. Then go here. And red. Apply. And as you can see, now has red color. But the problem, as I said before, as we did the line from here to here, the triangles appear in this side of the line. Then we don't want that one. What we are going to do is select this entity, and we want to remove it, right? Then we have to go to the attribute table, open attribute table, automatically appears mark in blue color. Then we are going to select this one, and delete. Delete one feature, yes. Now we don't have longer. And now we can create the line as we want. We want to be in this direction, from here to here. Remember that we need to finish on the vertex, okay? Double click, and again, this one is okay. That's it. And now we have the fault in a proper way. Now let's go to save this one. And let's go to talk about topology. But let me show you a definition that I created. I'm going to paste the definition in Paint. Then I'm going to select this one, 22, and paste over here. And that's the definition. Topology in Geographic Information Systems, GIS, is about understanding and managing a spatial relationship between points, lines, and polygons, ensuring they interact correctly, like connectivity and adjacency. It is crucial for spatial analysis and data integrity in GIS. As we are going to use all the segments that we are creating for the contacts for the creation of the geological units, we need that the contact between these segments has to be perfect, okay? The connection has to be perfect. All the entities, all the spatial entities that in this case are segments, the connection between them has to be perfect in order to avoid any topological mistake, okay? Then, if we go to plugins, we can look for a plugin that works for topological analysis. This one is the Topological Checker. It comes by default in QGIS. The only thing we have to do is just check the box and close. And this plugin is going to appear here in Vector, Topology Checker. Then we press over here, and now we can set up the rules that we want. Then we're going to work with the geology contact file, is this one over here. Then the rule we want to add is this one over here. And then we have to click on the button plus in order to add this rule over here. Okay? Then when you press this button over here, it's going to check if there is any topological error. Then after pressing this button, you can see there is no problems in our file. But let's go to make a mistake in order to see what happened. Then let's go here and let's go to digitize another contact. And press this one here, press the line, circle, everything is good. And now we are going to do, for example, we are going to digitize this geological unit over here. Then I'm going to pass the video faster to do this one. Then it's going to be again discordant contact. Okay. And now we are going to run the topology checker again. Now, as you can see, as the software recognizes there is no connection between these two vertices, it marked that one as an error. Then we have to fix that problem. But first, let's go to see what happened when we try to do the polygonization of all these units. Then first, I'm going to take these two marks over here to do that one. Just select the rule, press this button over here. Okay, and then run again this one. And now the error disappeared. Now let's go here to the processing toolbox and look for polygonize. Is this one over here? Then double click, select the input layer, that in this case is going to be the geology contacts, and run and close. And now, as you can see, if we select this option over here and select the layer, we can select all the entities that has been created. These entities are polygons, and these polygons are our geological units. Then, if we don't have a perfect connection between the segments, these areas are not going to be created. And that's what happened over here, because we didn't close this area over here with a line. Then in order to create this geological unit that correspond to this unit over here, we need to close this one perfectly, right? Then that's what we are going to do now. At the moment, I'm going to remove this one. Okay. And I'm going to create a line for this one over here. Then go to here, select the line, curve, and I'm going to connect this one. But I'm going to miss the connection over here, right? For example, and here I'm going to add a frame, because this one is not a contact, right? Then, okay, and as you can see, now we have the connection over there. But it's not good connection because it's not connected with the vertex, right? Then, now we are going to do the polygonize again, run. But as the connection is not good, it's not creating this unit. That's the reason, because we want to have the connection between the vertex to be perfect, right? To create the geological units properly. If there is problems with the topology, the polygon are not going to be created, okay? And that's very important, because we need to create all the polygons. Then when you have topological problems like here, that you have just one, it's not a problem, right? But if you are doing a lot of work, a lot of digitation of contacts, and you are not doing properly, when you try to do the polygonization, you are going to find a lot of problems. Then you want to work efficiently and make sure that you are creating the contacts properly. Now let's see how we can do this one in a correct way. Then I'm going to remove this one. Going here, going to the attribute table here. I'm going to remove this one because it was created not properly. And I'm going to create a proper segment for this polygon over here to close the area, right? As this line is not a contact between two geological units, I'm going to add a label for this one that is going to be a frame, okay? But we are not going to add that type of line on the legend because that is not a geological contact. Then press the line, make sure you are selecting the vertex. Then in this case, we can make a straight line. Then we can select this one over here, double click here, and that one is going to be a frame. Okay, and we can leave that legend over there, that's okay. And now if you go to polygonize, run, you are going to see that now the geological unit has been created properly. Then we can remove this layer and we can continue with the digitization of the geological contacts. This one, for example, is going to be a line from here to here, right? But also, this one is going to be a polygon that is going to be all this polygon over here. It's going to be a very complex polygon. Then what we can do here is again select this one. But in this case, we want to select the curve. Then select the vertex over here. And make the line until here. Double click to close. And this one is going to be a fossilized reverse fault. Okay. And as you can see, the legend appears automatically. Again, we are going to stop here because it's an intersection. Now the next line goes from here to here, and it's going to be a straight line, and it's going to be a frame. Then we can select this one again, go here, from here to here, double click to close, and this one is a frame. Okay. Now we can check that everything is okay. As you can see, for the frame, we have this purple line. That is good. Now I would like to show you how we can work, for example, in this line over here, where we have a discordant contact until here, but here we have an undifferentiated scarm, and then we have again a discordant contact. Then to do that one, we are going to select the curve. We are going to start here because here we have the intersection. And I'm going to make some zoom. And we are going to stop this one over here. Double click to stop this one here. And this one is a discordant contact. But to do the next section that is from here to here, we are going to start from here because we want to do the line in this direction in order to have these ones in this side of the line. Then starting over here. I'm going to close over here, double click. And this one, as I said previously, is an undifferentiated scarm. Okay, this one doesn't have any symbology yet. We are going to add later. And now we can continue with the line. But this one, I'm going to pass the video faster. Remember that we have to start at the vertex. And this line is going to finish here because here we have the intersection. Then double click to finish. And this one is a discordant contact. Okay. Now we can save the work. Save. And check again the topology. We want to do that one from time to time to see if there is any problem. Then add the rule here, okay, and check. Then we identify 2 errors. One is this one, that's okay, because we didn't finish this polygon. And also one is over here, it's at the beginning of the line. That's okay, no problems. What we want to make sure is that we don't have any problem in the connection of these 2 lines or the connection of these 2 lines. Because if the connection is no good, the polygon later is not going to be created. Then at the moment, we can see this couple of errors, that's okay for us because there is no problem with these 2 because we need to close later, right? The polygon, we are going to close the polygon later. But what we don't want to see is any error over here or over here, right? That's the point. Then again, we can take these ones out, go here, select this one, remove the rule, okay, and run this one again. Now let's go to see how we can add the legend for the scarp. But first, let's go to add this one on the panel. They go here, classify. Now we have this one. We can leave also the frame, that's okay. Apply, okay. Is this one. Edit symbol. And we are going to select here the one we want. Could be this one over here. Then okay. And let's see how it looks like. It looks good. But if you don't like, you can make some modifications on, for example, how is going to be the distance between each line. Then go here again, edit symbol, put this one over here, and you can make here the width intervals. For example, I want every 4. Then okay. And now the space between the lines is bigger. That's up to you. Even you can change the width of the line, right? For example, number 2 here. Okay. And now it's a little bit thicker. That's part of the edition, and you can decide what is the best for you. Let's go to put the geological map again. And now let's go to work in another thing. Sometimes you are going to see that the symbology that we want for the geology map doesn't exist. Then we have to create that one. In this case, we have this contact that is known as a gravitational slide contact. And this one is not on the symbology that we have. No one of these symbols is the same as the one we have on the map. Then we have to create that one. First, what we are going to do is digitize this contact. Then again, select the layer, go to the pencil, select the line, and we are going to work with the curve. Now I'm going to digitize this contact, but I'm going to pass the video faster. Double click to finish. And this one, as I said, is a gravitational slide contact. Okay, and now we are going to add this one to the legend. Then go to properties, classify, and it's going to be this one over here. Apply and okay. Then let's go to edit symbol, and here we don't have that kind of symbology. Then we are going to take one of these ones and we are going to make some modifications. For example, this one over here. Then you can select the marker, for example, and look here for a circle. In this case, could be this circle. Then, okay. You can see the circle over here. Then what we're going to do now, edit, is modify this one because we want the circle to be off of the line. But even this marker is so big, then we can put a size of 2. Now you can see it's smaller. Now we can go here, line offset, we can move the circle. You can see it's moving over here. Now it's not at the center. If we apply this one, you can see that now it changed a little bit. Now also what we want is change the color. We don't want to be white at the center. Then we can change the color over here. Put a transparent, okay? And now what we want is to be more frequent over the line, right? Then we go here, Symbology, marker, here, interval, over 3, over 4, okay? Even maybe it's too much, then edit. We are here, maybe 10, okay? Now we can remove this circle over here that is repetitive. Then to do that one, go here again, edit symbol, go here and take this check over here. And okay, now you can see that it's no longer over there. And the next thing that I'm going to do is make this line a little bit thicker. Then go here, select the line, and here we are going to add number 4. Okay, and now the new symbology for this contact has been created. Looks pretty good. Now I am going to create more contacts over here to finish this area of the map to show you how it looks like. And then I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to digitalize everything by myself. But I don't want to make the video so long, right? Then I'm going to start to digitalize all these ones, but I'm going to pass the video faster and then I'm going to show you how it looks like. Okay, now I'm going to do the corner for the frame. Just I put a straight line over here, go to the corner, click, and then go to the other vertex over here. And this one is going to be frame. And okay. The new contacts I created is the fossilized normal fault. That is this one over here. The normal fault, that is this one over here in black color. The transitional contact, that is this one over here with the dogs. And also the undifferentiated scarp, that it was a mistake here. Then we have to do again. Is this one over here and also this one over here that we created before. Then I'm going to add now the symbology for these ones. Let's go to start with this one. For this one, what we want is this symbology over here. Then okay, and okay. Now if we take the geology map, we are going to see that I created all these contacts over here. Even I can create this one here. That is going to be frame from here to here, double click, frame. Okay, now I'm going to create for the fossilized normal fault, is this one over here, edit, and it's going to be this one over here, but we have to change the colors. I want this one, maybe the marker, no, this one, with a red color. Okay. But I made this one in wrong direction because I have to do from here to here. And also this one, it was making in wrong direction. Then I'm going to fix this one. Just select this line over here, remove it. Delete this feature. And we are going to create a new feature. Curve from here. I have to adjust this one over here because it's too long. And now I'm going to create a new one. Then this one is the fossilized normal foul. Okay, again I make a mistake. I have to go from here to here. Then I'm going to remove it. Select this one, delete, and okay. Then from here to here. Now it's good. And I have to do the same for this one over here. Then I'm going to select all this line and I'm going to delete. And it's from here, and also I'm going to adjust this one here. Later I'm going to run the topological checker to see if there is any error. Then I'm going to do this one faster. It's not the best line, but I go very fast. Okay, and I'm going to modify this one a little bit because it's so bad. Going to remove all these things over here. Now it looks better. And the rest is okay. Now let's go to start with the edition of this one. Then I want this one over here, this one. I want to change the interval. 3, maybe to 0.5. Okay. No, that's too much. Edit. To 2 maybe. Okay. Even less. Edit. To 5. That one doesn't look really bad. Maybe to 4. 4, 6 to 6. Okay. Something like that. And also I'm going to edit the normal foul. That is this one over here. Edit Symbology. Go here. Select the one we want. This one here. And we want to change the interval to, we say, 6 before. Okay. And again, this one has to be from here to here. Then I'm going to remove it. Delete. And I'm going to create a new line. This one is normal foul. Let me see. Edit Symbology. No. Over here. Properties. Classify. Okay, I make a mistake. I'm going to remove this one. Delete, and I'm going to remove this one. Remove. Okay. And going to the attribute table and fix this one. Normal foul. Okay, save, close here. Let's go here, properties, classify this one again, apply and okay. Normal foul here, edit symbol. This one. And we want to change the interval to 6. Okay. And now it's good. Now let's see how it looks like at the moment. That's the fossilized one, and this one is the normal one. Then I want to edit this one, that is a transitional contact. Then to do that one is this one, edit, and for this one we are going to use this symbology, but with the line a little bit thicker. Number 2. Okay. Now also I'm going to connect this one and this one. Then I have to go here, select the line. I'm going to use the straight one, and I'm going to connect this one with this one. That is the frame. Okay. And this one with this one. That is the frame again. Now I'm going to check the topological errors to see how it's going at the moment. Then here, I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to start again, this one. I want to do this one, add this one, okay. And now press here the checker to see. Then we have all these errors. Here there is a problem. Okay, let me see. Okay, we can fix this one. Then take this one here. And I'm going to remove this vertex over here. Delete. And now has to be good. Then we can run this one again, and the error is no longer there. Then we can save. Deselect. And the errors that we have, that's okay because it is lines that are not connected. For the other ones, there is no errors. Then, for example, if we go to polygonize, double click, and run this one, close, we can see that the units are being created properly. As you can see, we can select. Okay, they are individual. Then it is indicating that at the moment we are doing the things well. But we have to do a lot of more contacts, right? And this one, we are going to remove this one at the moment. Okay. And save the project. Now let's go to take the errors over here. Just go again to the topology checker, remove the rule, okay, and run this one again. And now these red circles disappear. Now what I want to do is to show you, for example, in this case, this line is an anticline. And this anticline doesn't separate different units. It's the same unit. It's not like here, for example, the reverse fault, in this case, separate two units, right? This unit and this unit. And then the reverse fault act as an contact. But in this case, the anticline doesn't separate any units. It's just a line on the top of the units. Then to do that one, what we have to do is just to avoid to use the vertex. Just digitize this line, without taking in consideration the vertex in order to avoid to create two different units. And it happens, that's okay, because we can put the same name for the units, right? But let's go to digitize these contacts over here, and let's go to make the line to show you how to do it. Then to start, press the pencil, line, and here we are going to select the curve, and let's go to start with the digitation of this contact over here. And remember that in this case, the intersection over here, we don't care about it, because as I said previously, this one is going to be a line on the top of the unit, okay? Then in this case, we don't need to add a vertex on that line. And we don't need to stop. We can keep going, right? Now I'm going to pass the video faster. I already finished of digitizing these units over here, as you can see. And now we are going to digitize the line associated with the empty line. Then to do that one, again, press the pencil, select the line, curve is OK, and then we are going to start. As we want to start at the line, we are going to activate here at the snapping tool, the segment also. Then when we are close to a segment, let me check this one. When we are close to a segment, you are going to see that this symbol appear over there. Then we are going to start over here. And let's go to digitize this line. That is the empty line. Then here we're going to finish over here. Now it's selecting vertex, but it doesn't matter because it's not going to create two different units, right? Then double click to finish. And this one is a fossilized empty line. Now we are going to do the other one, and in this case it's going to be the assume empty line. Then we are going to start here. And finish over here. Double click to finish. And this one is assume empty line. Now we can do the next one. Again, here we have a lot of intersections, but we don't care about the intersections because we want to do a line from here to here. That's it. Because we don't want to separate units. It is not a contact one. Then we go from here to over here. Then double click to finish over here. And this one again is fossilized empty line. And the last one is going to be this one again. And this one is assume empty line. Now let's save the project. Save the modifications that we did on the layer. And let's go to provide some symbology to this new geological structure. Then go here, properties. Go here to symbology, classify again. And now we have these two new elements on the panel over here. When we add it, apply. Let's go to expand this one, okay. Expand. And we have the assume empty line and the fossilized empty line. Now we can apply symbology to these ones. Let's go to start with the fossilized one. Edit. Then here we can select false. This one here and select this one. Then we can select this one. Change the color of the line for black one. And now we want to change the color of the arrow for having a red one, right? But as you can see, when we select marker and we go to SVG marker, we don't have the option to change the color. Then what we have to do here is to download the fonts with symbols for geology. This is a different thing. Then after applying this one, you are going to see that we have that symbology, but this symbology, it's not exactly what we want. Then what we need to do is just go to the Geo RGB community website again, go inside the course, start learning, go to the third lesson, and here you have some files that you can download it. In this case, we want to download the fonts. Then press this button to download it. Show in folder. I'm going to cut and paste in the folder for the lesson 3. Open this folder, paste here, and I'm going to extract here. Now I'm going to install all these fonts. Just click uninstall. The same for the other ones. Now we can go to QGIS again, save the project, and restart the software. Double-click to open the project. Then we can select again Fossilize Anticline. Go to Edit Symbol. Go here and select this option. Here we have to go to Symbol, Layer Type. Open this one and select Font Marker. Then here we have to change the font family. And we are going to select the geology symbols for this option over here. Then at stroke width, we are going to add 0 here. And also now we have to change the type of symbol we have here. Then go here to the bottom and select the symbol that you want. Sorry. In this case, what we want is this one, I believe. This one is good. Then the next thing is to change the color, the fill color. That is going to be the red one. And also we can change the type of the line. In this case, we can add a dash line. And OK. And now we can do the same, but for the Assume Anticline. Edit. Then we are going to select this one. Go here. Select this option. Font Marker. Select here the font you want. Is this one. This one is going to be 0. We want the line to be black. And also dash line. And we want to change here the symbol. We want to have this symbol over here. Then OK. And that's it. Now we have the symbol that we want. Now we can run again the topology checker. Let's go to remove this one. Select the layer. We want this rule. Add this rule. OK. Now we can run this one, and we can see that we have one error here. Then we can fix it. Just move this one to the top. Sorry, cancel. I don't want this one. What I want is to select this one here and move here to the top. And OK, we can check again. That error has been removed. And this one is OK because we don't want to close this one. And this one is also OK, no problem. And we know about these errors already. And if we try now the polygonization, with this one, we are going to see if the units are going to be created properly, close. Well, here at the moment, I'm going to close this one, and I'm going to remove this one. OK. And we was not interested to divide this one in units, but the units has been created, but that's OK. Let me select the layer. Because this one and this one, all these ones are the same unit. Then that one is going to be extra job to label these units over here. I want to be this unit just as a one unit, but it doesn't happen because the software recognized these limits for the anticline, but that's okay. As you can see here on the map, This one is all one unit, the yellow one, and the same for this one. In this case, it was not bad, and it didn't recognize this line over here. As you can see, it's just one unit. But for the other ones, like this one, it separates in different units. But that's okay, because then later with the labels, we are going to add the same name for the unit. At this point, I believe I show you everything you need to know to digitize a geological contacts. We created the database. We saw also how to use the editing tool for digitizing the contacts. We saw already how to create the proper symbology for the contacts. We saw how to create new symbols if you don't have that symbology on the QGIS. And also we saw how to use the topology checker, how to fix errors when we have a wrong digitized contact. And I believe with all that information, you are ready to create a digital geological map. Then the next thing I'm going to do is digitize all the contacts by myself, and I'm going to show you the final result. Well, I finished digitizing all geological contacts, and this one is the final result. As you can see, I already checked also the topology errors, and the errors I have, that's normal, because this is lines that didn't finish any polygon, and that's normal, right? This map is ready to polygonize and start to label the geological units. That is going to be part of the next lesson. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you.